Hey YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I'm really sorry, but I haven't posted for a bit. I haven't been in the best of health. Had a change of circumstances, and motorbikes are no more for me. I'm hitting 60 this year. I have some health problems, so unfortunately I'm having to stop riding motorcycles. Anyway, what am I going to do if I can't ride motorcycles? So new interest. So what's in the garage now? No Harley Davidson, so what am I going to be doing? Okay, so let's take a look. Well, I think that sticker's going to have to come off. Mind you, it's a long time since I had a Sportster. Well, here we go. Here's the new project. And I will be getting it out of the garage so you can have a better look at it shortly. But currently, I picked this up about a week ago. It broke down on the way home. It has a completely useless battery on it. It died on me on the way home. All the electrics shut out. I was literally 200 meters from home. Anyway, here's my new project. This is a 35-year-old CJ7. It's a 1985 CJ7. Two a penny in America. These are really easy to find, but over here they are, like we say, rocking horse shit. They are pretty difficult to find. So my job today, my first thing is, in that box there is a brand new battery. We need to get that on, and this Jeep you won't be able to see because it's probably too dark down there, but it came with half doors. So it has the wing mirrors that are attached to the door, which is completely useless because if I take the door off I have no rear view mirrors, and in the UK you have to have a minimum of two rear view mirrors. So this morning it's going to be battery and new rear view mirrors, pretty much stock standard mirrors. Bought those in Germany, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Okay, so we've got the new battery in there now. Just got to put the holding clamp on the bottom. I'll put a couple of crocodile clips on there for a trickle charge. Let's take a look at buying parts in the UK for American vehicles. eBay obviously is the biggest place to go to get parts, but you can buy them clearly directly from suppliers in America. Here is a photograph of something that I priced up, a few small pieces that came to, the parts cost actually came to £29 and 40p. But by the time you put shipping on it, that takes £39 to ship 29 pounds worth of goods, and the VAT, because in England we pay 20% on our tax, and so that's £13. So the original £29 item, if I ordered it from America, it cost me £82.65, which is a huge amount of money for something that's relatively small, and in America would cost you next to nothing. The second-hand parts market in the UK for Jeeps, especially CJs, is pretty limited also, because we just don't have them on the market. It took me about 4 months to buy this Jeep, and in that time I think there's only been about 10 for sale in the whole of the UK. So getting parts over here can be quite difficult, especially if you don't have a lot of money, and the used parts are really difficult to find. So if you're American or Canadian or overseas, I hope that gives you a feel that it's not quite as easy as it is in the States maintaining and running one of these vehicles. Let's see if I can get you in a position where you can have a little watch at what I'm doing. Hey, my Jeep's bleeding. I don't know what's going on here. How about that? Spraying it with degreaser up here. It's bleeding, it's red. Yeah, well, I do know what's going on. Do you know? Well, I put some rust treatment on a couple of spots up there about an hour ago, and obviously the degreaser is ripping that off. Anyway, we'll come back to you in a bit. I'm going to let this soak for a while and see what happens. Okay, so here's the cleanup job. As you can see, it's a lot cleaner than it was before I started. It's still not clean, but it's a good place to start from. It is not ticking over very well at all, so I'm going to shoot some carb cleaner in there at some point, but I'm not going to do that right now. My next job is to sort these mirrors out. Can't take the doors off with those mirrors on, so I bought some proper Jeep ones, so I'll just install those next. Okay, job number 1 done. Giving the engine bay a clean. It's not beautiful under there, but it's a damn sight better than it was, but just want to burn off some of the water and run it around the block. It's not idling very well at slow speeds until it's warmed up, so I'm guessing I have a carburetor problem, but I'm going to do the nutter bypass at some point and hopefully it will sort the problem out. So it goes okay, pulls lovely when it's going, but it's just that when it's cold and you first start it, it will not idle very well, and the choke seems to be set extremely fast on the choke. Anyway, I'm just going to dry the engine off by running it around the block and sort of heating the engine up a bit, and then I'll show you what I've done underneath and see how it looks. My next problem, oh the mirrors are on. Got the mirrors on. That was just literally a 10-minute job. I actually got these from Germany, these mirrors. It was cheaper to get these from Germany than it was to buy them anywhere else, which is quite odd. So got those on. My next problem that I'm going to fix today, probably my last problem I'm fixing today, is it came with no door handles on the inside. So quick fix for that, I found an old belt that I had in the house, and this is just been cut down. I've drilled a couple of holes in it, and funnily enough I think the fittings that came off the old mirrors are exactly the right size bolts, because I don't have the bolts either to go in these. So we're going to put these on and see what these look like. Okay, that's another half hour of work done. It's pretty boring me watching me do it, but here's my redneck door handle fix for now out of an old belt. This will do until I can get myself some proper door handles. So there we go, that's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed what we've done so far.